I've talked about most of these things. I don't know if I've talked about hue, Hue. Let's see. So hue is almost the same thing with TMP, which is temperature. Hue is also you trying to like get a theme for the picture. So if you slide it this way, it gives this yellowish look. You slide it this way, it gives this pinkish look. Now what it does is that it picks the most colors of the picture. For instance, if you look at the picture, you will see a lot of yellow. Even though it's not that visible, you can tell that there's a lot of yellow in the picture. So you can also see a lot of pink in the picture. So it picks out the most color, and then you can make one of them the most. You see, it's showing more of yellow greenish. Yellow is close to green, so if you maximize it, it turns to green. If you take it to the mid, it turns to yellow. So it's more or less like yellow green, but it's all yellow. So this pink and red are close to each other, so you can see the difference. So, but there is something I need to make you know. So for instance, if you have a picture that is kind of a bit blurry, there are some pictures you snap them, they're not that sharp, they're kind of blurry. So sometimes you can add a little of green to it, like to give it more detail. Not like detail. What I mean is that it will make it look like a main picture. Like it won't look blurry. Just to keep the blur out of it. I don't know how to put it right for you, but it kind of kills blur out of the picture. You can see the picture is a bit rough now. You see, when I took it to the end, it's a bit rough now. Take it down, it looks more smooth. And that's how blur works sometimes. Blur, for instance, you might have it around areas you don't want it. So those areas you can use the gray. If you want to make it more perfect, or more specific, you use the brush tool, of which I'm not sure Hypic has the brush tool, but Snapseed does. They have the brush tool where you can, I will show you that, where you can actually apply a specific effect on an area, not the whole picture. So you understand. So for instance, you see the way I added green now. You see the way it looks. Let me take it down. It looks more smooth, right? So sometimes maybe my eyes are kind of blurry, like very blurry, so it's not that visible. I'll have to add a little of green, to make it look detailed, a bit detailed, like, okay, something did here, you understand? Same go with the eyebrow, like all those small areas, like eyebrow, eyelid, eyelash, whatever. If you want to make them, maybe it's blurry, it must be blurry before you apply this. It's not like something you apply all the time, you understand? If it is blurry, maybe you took the picture and you notice that a particular area is blurry, you can add a little of green, to make it look normal. All right, so that's for that. And then fade. All right, so fade is more cinematic. I use it most times for I want my pictures to look cinematic. So what does fade do? Fade, okay, let me just show you instead of talking. Fade is more or less like you're disappearing the picture. Just like the name entails, you're fading out of the picture. You don't want the picture to be too pronounced. So you can see it's fading it out. Here it's all shown. Here it's fading it out. So sometimes it depends on the idea you're creating in your head. There are some ideas or picture you create in your head where you will need the fade. The fade will be the best feature to be used on that picture, depending on the idea you're creating. So sometimes I use fade for my quotes. When I'm doing my quotes, my write-ups, I use fade for my pictures, the pictures I add to it. So the picture will not be too pronounced, because what I'm advertising, what I'm putting out is the write-up, not the picture. You get? So that's for fade. All right, so like I told you, I said tonight I'll be teaching you how to retouch the face. That's how to make the face of your character smooth. So you click on retouch, and then you click on touch up auto. So like the name entails, automatic, which is auto. Click on it. This one is automatic. You can on it, click on the on, and then you click on smooth. That's mostly what I use here when I come here. That's smooth, to make the skin look very smooth. But you won't make it too smooth so that it won't look unnatural. You understand? So you can take it to the middle. You can see how smooth it's now looking. Take it back. You see before. You see the after. If I draw it down, you see it's getting more smooth or smoother. Let me zoom in so you understand. All right, look at it. Let me take it down. Are you seeing it? I bring it up, you see it's getting smoother. So, but you just put it at the middle. For me, depending on how rough like, personally, I don't have pimples on my face. Like, my face is not rough, so I would not need too much of smooth. But there are some people you want to edit, their face. It be like, say, them with God get quarrel when they create them. So, the face is very rough. And so you get to, like, do a lot of smoothing work. You have more work to do. You remove blemishes and all that. So you can see wrinkles. Maybe the person has wrinkles. You come here, you reduce the wrinkles. You understand? You disappear the wrinkles, or you allow them. You know what wrinkles are, right? Those line, then when they face. If you look at it, it fades it out, it brings it back. Look at the picture very well, you will see the difference. See, I'm doing it here, you see it. And those line, it fades them away. But me, most I don't need it. And it depends on the person you are editing. Then here you see, okay, good, you will need this one, teeth whitening. Like, I'm not smiling here, so there is no way I would need a teeth whitening. But sometimes maybe you are editing a picture where the person is smiling, is laughing, and you want the teeth to be white. You use this whitening. This whitening is mainly for teeth. You can brighten the teeth, make the teeth white. There is no teeth here, so there's no way I can edit that here. But if you have a character that has open teeth, open mouth, you can then use it. Then for this brighten is for the eyes. You can see it brightens the eyes. You see the eyes are brightened now. Let me reduce it. You see it's back to normal. You can see the icon. From the icon, you can tell what that is for. You can see the icon. The icon is showing eye. The eye icon. So you can increase it to sharpen the eye, to make the eye more visible. You can bring it to the middle. Me, I like putting it at the middle, so it won't be too much, you understand? So you can see the picture is quite different now. You see, then you click on OK, which is this mark. Good. Then you see the before, right? And then you see the after. So you see the very huge difference. And then another level to retouching them. Maybe there is a specific place of the face you want to really retouch. You click on retouch. Instead of touch up, you click on retouch. Then you click on the smooth or anything you want to apply, right? And then you use the brush tool. The brush tool simply means a specific part of the face. You want to brush it. You want to brush, for instance, I'm brushing here now. Specific part of the face, you want to brush it because you think it's not smooth enough. Like I said, some people, their face, it gets steady, and based on pimples, strong pimples them. And you want to, like, make sure that one is very, very smooth. And you can bring the brush to increase it and then focus on that area and then brush it. And then when you're brushing, brush it according to the line of the face. For instance, you see this nose, it goes straight up. If I want to brush it, I will have to make it straight up like this, straight up. I will not brush it like this. If you brush it like this, it's nonsense. You understand? Let me undo. So this is undo and redo. Those two arrows, the greater than and lesser than arrow. I'll be a side, open bracket and close bracket arrow that's facing side. Yes, you can use that to redo and undo. Undo means you want to go back. Redo means you want to go forward, like what you've done before. What you deleted before, you want to bring it back. That's redo. So you can use that. I hope you understand, Sha. If you don't understand, and because me, I'm not a teach person. I'm just doing this to help you guys to an extent. So the brush, you use the brush like this forehead now. If I want to brush it, I'll brush it like this, and like this. The up, I'll brush it like this, like according to the line of the face, how the person's face is shaped. That's how you brush it. Maybe you want to make a particular part of the face to be very smooth. You use the brush to brush according to the line of the face. Look at the line. Are you seeing it? I'm doing it according to, you see, according to the line of the face. So that's for that. And then you must click OK, or you must click that check mark. Let me take it back because I don't really need all those smooth. It's too smooth. I don't need that second, edit. So this is for this. There is more to be taught, but for today, I just wanted to show you. about the smoothing of face. So what you're going to do, you're going to pick a character that is smiling, a character of your choice. Okay, I'll send you a picture of mine, right? I'll send you my picture. You're going to do everything you've learned so far on that picture: the smoothing, the color grading, the HSL, everything, the temp. You use everything on that picture, and then you're going to post it. Let me see what you did. And like I said, you can use this retouch here to specifically, touch some areas of the face. Maybe you want to do a conceal. Women use conceal. Use If you are editing a woman, it's different from when you are editing a man. You understand? Because women, they use conceal. They use some other, some other things that you can actually put on their face to make it look more finer. And then this mate, this particular one, look at it. Let me draw it down. Are you seeing? It's making the skin look more like the natural color. Do you understand? More like, it's also smoothing it, but making it look more like the natural color. Do you understand? So, but what you do, just do a try and error. Once in about this editing thing is try and error. Just try some tools. Some tools I may not even teach you about. Just try them. Look at what they are doing to the face of the character, and then learn to adjust. Don't put too much of it. Don't put too little. Just make sure you are giving a balance to whatever you are applying. That's the major thing about editing. Editing is about you giving balance to the character, giving balance to the colors, giving balance to everything that has to do with the picture. You understand? So you can see the picture is quite different now compared to earlier. You see, although it's too reddish to my liking, if I still want to reduce the red, can just come here and go to maybe where this HSL, and then reduce the red. It's simple, very simple. You see, I can reduce the red, or I can take this lightness down. You see, take this lightness down, so it makes it a bit darker instead of very reddish. So you get. I hope you understand. Okay, I don't want to make this one too long. So the next time we're going to be talking, I will still be deliberating on using brushes, because that brushes, I think the next time we're going to be doing this, we'll be using maybe Snapseed, so that I can teach you how to use